Hi, and welcome to the NordicTrack Airglide Elliptical Assembly video. This video can be used for both the 14i and 7i models. Step 1. Assembly tips. Assembly requires 2 people. Place all parts in a cleared area and remove the packing materials. Do not dispose of the packing materials until you finish all assembly steps. Keep the included tools. One or more of the tools may be needed to make adjustments in the future. Left parts are marked L or left, and right parts are marked R or right. Step 2. Attach the rear stabilizer. With the help of a second person, place packing materials under the rear of the frame to raise the frame a few inches. Next, identify the rear stabilizer and orient it as shown. Attach the rear stabilizer with 4 M10 by 60 mm screws. Start all 4 screws and then firmly tighten them. Step 3. Attach the rear stabilizer cover. Attach the rear stabilizer cover with 3 M4 by 18 mm machined screws. Start all 3 machined screws and then tighten them. Then remove the packing materials from under the rear of the frame. Step 4. Attach the front frame. With the help of a second person, place packing materials under the front of the frame to raise the frame a few inches. Then remove the 2 shipping screws and the shipping foot. Important: discard the shipping screws and the shipping foot. Do not reuse the shipping screws. Step 5. Attach front stabilizer. Identify the front stabilizer and orient it as shown. The wheels must be on the front and must be facing the floor. Attach the front stabilizer with 2 M10 by 115 mm screws. Firmly tighten the screws. Then remove the packing materials from under the front of the frame. Step 6. Attach the right roller arm. Using a plastic bag to keep your fingers clean, apply a thin coat of the included grease to the axle on the right crank arm. Next, identify the right roller arm and orient it so the welded tube is on top and the roller is facing the elliptical. Slide the right roller arm onto the axle of the right crank arm and set the roller on top of the ramp cover. Attach the right roller arm with an M8 by 20 mm screw and an axle cover. The axle cover is pre-attached to the screw. Repeat this step with the left roller arm on the left side of the elliptical. Step 7. Attach the upright. Pull the end of the upright wire out of the slot in the left side of the upright. The hole in the top of the frame is not used for assembly. Do not pinch the wires. Have a second person slide the slots in the upright onto the M10 by 25 mm screws pre-attached to the frame. Do not remove the screws. Attach the upright with 2 additional M10 by 25 mm screws. Do not fully tighten the screws yet. Step 8. Connect the upright wire. Connect the upright wire to the main wire. Important: the wire connectors should slide together easily and snap into place with an audible click. You must connect the wires properly for your elliptical to function properly. Insert the wire connectors into the left side of the upright. Then route the main wire through the notch in the grommet and press the grommet into the upright. Step 9. Attach the right upper body leg. Apply a thin coat of grease to the axle on the right side of the upright. Next, slide a pivot spacer onto the axle. Then identify the right upper body leg, orient it so the bracket is on the side shown, and slide it onto the axle. Attach the right upper body leg with an M8 by 13 mm screw and an M8 by 28 mm washer. Repeat this step to attach the left upper body leg on the left side of the elliptical. Step 10. Attach right pedal arm. Identify the right pedal arm and orient it as shown. Next, apply a thin coat of grease to the axle on the right pedal arm. Then insert the axle on the right pedal arm into the right roller arm. Do not hit the side cap with a rubber mallet to insert the axle. The side cap will break. Attach the right pedal arm with an M8 by 20 mm flathead screw and a retainer. Note: the retainer is pre-attached to the screw. Repeat this step to attach the left pedal arm on the left side of the elliptical. Step 11. Attach pedal arm axle. Apply a thin coat of grease to one of the pedal arm axles. Insert the pedal arm axle into the right upper body leg and the right pedal arm from the side shown. Next, slide an M8 by 22 mm washer onto an M8 by 13 mm screw and tighten the screw a few turns into the opposite side of the pedal arm axle. Then tighten the pedal arm axle and the M8 by 13 mm screw at the same time. Repeat this step on the other side of the elliptical. Step 12. Tighten screws. To prevent the upright from rocking during use, firmly tighten the 4 M10 by 25 mm screws. These are the screws that you started in Step 7. Step 13. Connect console. Have a second person hold the console near the upright. Connect the wires on the console to the main wire and to the left and right extension wires. Important: the wire connectors should slide together easily and snap into place with an audible click. Please note, depending on your product, you will either have a JST type of connection or Molex. JSTs must be connected in the correct orientation and hear an audible click. If you don't hear a click, flip over the connector and try again. Molex connectors can only be connected one way. Insert the connectors and the excess wire into the console. Step 14. Attach console bracket. If there is a hang tag attached to the console bracket, discard the hang tag. Do not pinch the wires. Attach the console with 4 M4 by 16 mm screws. Start all 4 screws and then tighten them. Step 15. Attach console cover. Orient the lower console cover as shown and snap it onto the back of the console. It may be helpful to pivot the console out of the way. Orient the upper console cover as shown and snap it onto the back of the console. It may be helpful to pivot the console out of the way. Step 16. Attach accessory tray. Orient the accessory tray as shown and attach it to the upright with 2 M4 by 16 mm screws. Step 17. Attach right upper body arm. Identify the right upper body arm and have a second person hold it near the right upper body leg. Feed the right control wire in the right upper body arm through the right upper body leg as shown. Then insert the right upper body arm into the right upper body leg and attach it with 2 M8 by 41 mm screws. Important: do not pinch the right control wire with the screws. Firmly tighten the screws now. Repeat this step with the left upper body arm. Step 18. Connect the control wires. Connect the right control wire to the right extension wire. Important: the wire connectors should slide together easily and snap into place with an audible click. Then insert the wire connectors and the excess wire into the upright. Press the right control wire into the wire clip. Repeat this step on the left side of the elliptical. Step 19. Attach the lower tray cover. Do not pinch the wire. Identify a lower tray cover and hold it under the right side of the accessory tray. Make sure that the right control wire is in the cutouts in the lower tray cover. Attach the lower tray cover with 2 M4 by 16 mm screws. Repeat this step on the other side of the elliptical. Step 20. Attach the front shield cover. Do not pinch the wires. Press the front shield cover onto the left and right shields. Then press the center shield cover onto the left and right shields. Step 21. Attach leg inner covers. Identify the right leg inner cover. Insert the post on the right leg inner cover into the right upper body leg. Next, identify the right leg outer cover, press it onto the right leg inner cover, and attach it with an M4 by 16 mm screw. Repeat this step on the other side of the elliptical. Step 22. Attach covers. Do not pinch the wires. Hold the right arm, front, and rear covers together around the right upper body leg and attach them with 2 M4 by 16 mm screws. Repeat this step on the other side of the elliptical. Final inspection. Make sure that all parts are properly tightened. Extra parts may be included. Place a mat beneath the elliptical to protect the floor. One or more of the tools may be needed to make adjustments in the future. Now that we have finished the assembly of this elliptical, let's start the onboarding process. Step 1. Turn the elliptical on. Plug the power adapter into the receptacle on the front of the elliptical. Once the elliptical power cord is plugged in, push the power switch to on. Step 2. Test the elliptical. Enter manual mode and proceed to test the elliptical's resistance and incline to ensure it is all working properly. Step 3. Connect to Wi-Fi. Exit manual mode and return to the main screen. Follow the steps on the screen to connect to Wi-Fi. Thank you for purchasing this NordicTrack elliptical.